Hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live on the southeast coast of the UK. And today is Monday, the 5th of April 2021, and we're on episode 56. As most people know, it is Easter Monday, so it's bank holiday. And yes, look, at Christmas I had reindeer ear antlers. Today I've got bunny ears. The things I do, the things I do. Wow, okay. As I speak, outside it is snowing. Just like I said it was going to last week, it actually is snowing. Yesterday, when I was sitting in the living room doing my cross stitch, there was people walking, well, that is a bit extreme, I think, because it was warm, but not that warm. They were walking past with vest tops and shorts on. I dread to think what they'll be wearing in the summer. Anyway, and and then today, actually it's coming down quite heavy now. We have snow. It's weird. All upside down. Right, as most of you have probably noticed, we have hit over 1,000 subscribers. Yes. Which I am so excited about. And yes, there is going to be a giveaway. I've said it right from the beginning, we'll have a big giveaway when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So next Monday, which is the 12th, the shops that have not allowed to be open. So I'll be able to go out and get some bits. I'll make a project bag, but I'll go out and get some bits because I haven't been able to go out and do any that kind of shopping. And then so give me a couple of weeks and then we will definitely have our giveaway. So I would like to say hello to all our new subscribers and hello to everybody else that has been here with me right from the beginning. And keep coming back. Okay, now did I say where you can find me is down in the description box? I might have done. I don't know. Got a bit of a headache today actually. Right, now there is lots of crafting been done here up in the little workroom, as you can imagine. Now it's all set up in the best way possible. I can actually, wow, that's all I can say about that. You got your tour last week. And I hope that everybody who do celebrate had a lovely Easter yesterday and ate lots of chocolate. We had an egg and yes, I didn't eat it all though. I wasn't that much of a pork. So what else has been going on? I've been up here a lot, as you can imagine. As I said last week, I think I should have a hammock and then I don't have to go out really at all then, do I? No. Oh yes, just quickly before I hop into everything else, I would like to say I do apologize this week. All I've done on the comments, because I love reading your comments and replying to your comments, but I just put a heart on them. I have read them, but I did put a little message at the top saying happy Easter to everybody, and that I had read your messages. It was Easter Sunday yesterday and I always reply on a Sunday. That's when I do it, ready for today, you see. And it would have been Easter Sunday. I weren't on I try to stay away from my phone and enjoy the day. So I did read them all, so I'd like to say thank you ever so much for all of them, but hopefully, fingers crossed, this week they'll all be replied as normal. So thank you. Okay then, right, so what have we got today? Oh yes, right, when it comes to the cross stitch, there is a surprise. I have 2 FFOs and a whip. I know, I have just been on a roll. I can't believe it. Because what I did is I did some sewing. I had an upload in my shop on Friday, which I'd like to say thank you ever so much to everybody who supported me. And then, but I did the upload and then I had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I've got today off. And then tomorrow I'll go back into up here working in the shop again. And I just thought I'd take a long weekend off because it's Easter. Okay then, so I have been busy doing some FFOs. Yeah, and I have actually made a sample block out of my new patchwork book, so I will talk all about that later. And as I said, I've got a new cast on when it comes to the cross stitch, which I will say I've nearly finished already. And I'm going to show you, just so there is a little bit of yarny goodness in it, I'm going to show you the progress of my Stevie Westy shawl. And also, because I haven't done it yet, and I have actually got it all updated, I am going to show you my crochet journal. Okay then, so I think we'll do the yarny goodness first, because I'm just so excited to show you the cross stitch and the sewing section at the end. Okay then, right, so we'll hop right into the crochet journal. Oh dear, I have shown this before, and look at my little pom-poms. Actually, hold on. These little paper clips, you can tell I'm back, can't you? These little paper clips were only £1 in the pound shop, you know, our little local pound shop, and I thought they are ideal. I just love them. So what I have done is, it's all for the crochet along that I did for Attic 24, the meadow blanket. And as you know, I wrote down all of the yarn I used, the start and the finish, and every fortnight, was it fortnightly or weekly? No, every week when it came out. Then I brought from Ellie Beth Designs, pop over and see her podcasts. They're brilliant. They're brilliant because she has a yarn one and a sewing one, and she also has her a sticker one, and her stickers are amazing. And she did a collaboration with Lucy from Attic 24 to go with the meadow blanket. So what I did is I purchased the stickers, and that's my first page, to, you know, to show it all off really. This is the kit that I actually brought from the Wool Warehouse, and I've done it like that because on the back you've got, oh, let's open that up, all the yarn that was used and some from young Lucy. And then here is the start. Has got here a cow started today, which was Friday the 15th of January 21, and I completed the cow on Monday the 1st of March 2021, and that's with the border. That was everything. It was the whole blanket complete. And these obviously are all the stickers from Ellie Beth that you ticked off just when your parts were finished. In here is the actual pattern itself that you printed off, and then it all came in parts. So what I've done is I've got part 1 to 6 all in here, and I've put a little sticker there, and I've put it in with the Ellie Beth washi tape, which comes on the sticker pack. And then this is the border, and I put another little sticker there of a crochet hook and some yarn, and this is the border pattern, and yet again I stuck it on. And then here on this page I filled that page there with the stickers, and here on this page is all my wall bands, and I just decorated it up. And I have put here I've written here yarn used for cow, but yeah, these are like 10 days to go, 9 days to go. So yeah, I just think they're just so nice. And then here is the actual card that I got from Ellie Beth with my order, and I just thought it was so pretty, so I've put that in. And that is the blanket. And then, as you know, while I was in between the blanket, while I was waiting for the ones to come out at the weekly, I brought the kit from Wool Warehouse again, and I actually made this bag, a new one of these, because I had one and it started, I've had it for so long and it just started wearing out, and I wanted it to stretch. So, because I have got another one that I made years ago that I did line, but I wanted this one, new one, to stretch so I can actually fit my yarn in it while I'm making one of Lucy's blankets. So I got this, as I say, from Attic 24, and I think that's as far as I've got. Yes, and then that is it. But I have used my pom-pom. And I have got 4 more. And I think I am tempted to go down and get another pack of these. Because I think you get 6 in it. Yeah, 6 for £1. And they're little pom-poms. And I just think they're brilliant. So I could use them in my knitting journal as well. So that's the crochet journal all done. But as I say, hop over and say hello to... it's Rachel, that's her name, Rachel at Ellybeth Designs, because she is just so much fun to watch. Okay then, right, let's get into the progress of the knitting. Now, I've only done a couple of evenings work on it, but I feel quite professional because I have gone and placed a progress keeper, so you can see my progress. I've never done that before. So it is the honeycomb shawl by obviously Stephen West, the honey, as I call him. And I am just loving every minute of this. As I say, it's growing so well. So in a couple of evenings, I went from there to there. I'm really loving it. And one of the lovely ladies reminded me, bless her heart, so I'd like to say thank you so much in the messages, that Stephen has actually got a video on his weaving Stephen, because he weaves in all his ends, and that's what he calls it, the weaving Stephen or ends thing. But the thing is that made me laugh is when I actually watched the video, the tutorial video he did for this, at the end of that he shows that as well, and I totally forgot about it. So from now on I'm going to be weaving in my ends just like the way Stephen do. So yes, so there is he, professional. There is he, the progress keeper. So I've gone from there to there in a couple of evenings. But then I just got into my cross stitch. So let's just show you this pattern. Right. Just to recap, it is called the Painted Honeycomb Shawl, and I'm doing the small honeycomb, and obviously it's from Stephen West, which is West Knits. And yeah, so say he's got a, I think it's a jumper with it around the top, and I know he's got a hat, and I'd love to make the hat. It's just marvellous how it makes it so squishy. It really is. The yarn I'm actually been using is I'm using Cascade 220 if the main colour, 2 of those you need, and I'm using lots of minis, and I've got minis from Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit yarns, Lay Family yarns, Craft House Magic, and I think that's it actually. I think so. But the way I've done it is all my yarn that's the honeycomb, let me show you. So all the honeycombs in here are a high twist, and the actual outside, the blue, isn't. Oh, it's another one. I've got Vullavine. She's popping in every now and again. She's that one. The Vullavine. But yeah, I'm just loving every minute of this, and it's just so squishy. It's unbelievable how that stitch makes it so squishy. But I will say it is simple. Once you've watched his video, the actual pattern makes a lot of sense. It really does. It makes sense previously, but it just helps with the video. Right then, here comes the exciting bit. Let me bring my show notes over so I can talk you through what I've been up to. Exciting. Right, as you all know, not last week but the week before, I finished this piece, Hands On Designs Farm, oh, Fresh Eggs Farm. There we go. And I left out all the, what I call the floof, because I didn't want it that fancy. I just wanted it to look like a, well, like a barn, a scene kind of thing. And I did originally say that I was going to ask Glenn if he would make me the barn like Christy, I think it is, on Java Girl Stitches. But we'll leave it at that, shall we? Because, yeah, it would have been, yeah, at least that would have been sat there sprawling out, you know, shouting at me, please finish, please finish. So I thought, right, I'm just going to finish. So I did, when I was organising reorganising the room, I did find that years ago I brought, you can get them still, they're quilt. They're fancy at the top and they've got a bar across them, and then you can hang off, you put your wall hangers on them, you can put big quilts on them, and so it's like a wall hanging thing. And years ago I brought one with a fish and a fishing rod and line coming out, and I thought, well, when you're out in the country, when you'll be living in your barn, when I'm going to be living in my barn, you will be doing fishing. So I finished it. I don't know, you can't see that bit. I don't know if you can. Oh, I can't show you that bit. Have I got a white piece of paper so you can see the... I haven't. Have I got anything on the back there? A pattern. Oh, it's going to annoy me. Right, so, see, there's the fishing. There's the hanger. Oh, you can see that now. And then my cross stitch is come off of that. So I haven't actually, because normally I'll put wadding behind these, but because I wanted it to be hung off of here, I wanted this to be as light as possible. So this is actually on my mount board, and I've just got a piece of craft card behind it to, you know, to tie it in. Then I've got the gingham, and then I've got another piece of mount board, and then I've just backed it with a piece of card, so it's nice and light. This here I got online from YouTube, not from YouTube, from eBay. I just got a meter of the hessian with wire in it because I thought that really tied in, and you know, the theme I was after. These gingham ribbons I had, this little cover button I just covered with the gingham fabric, and then these little flowers were left over from the from the it's gonna be one of them days, isn't it? Celebrations, year of celebrations that I did last year and put all together. So this is this finished. I am so chuffed, and this is going to be hung in the hall behind the, you know, at the bottom of the stairs basically. So I am really chuffed with the way it has turned out, I will say. So you end up putting like a little hanging out from here, I think, or from here, I reckon. Hopefully that will, no, we'll have to find a middle section for probably from here, probably will be from there. But yeah, I am really chuffed with that one. So that's that one finished. Also, I was just on a roll. I couldn't believe it. I actually finished the stitching of The Wicked Accident by them. Ori TM. So it's a small piece. I had everything to actually finish this because I brought it last year when Halloween was out from our pound shop. And I am just so chuffed with the way this has turned out. Look at that. So there's the stitching. I love this. This piece of fabric here is a 14 count Picture This Plus that I got from the Patchwork Rabbit. The trim is also I got from the Patchwork Rabbit. I did give all the details of that last week. But look, this actually was a headband originally, so I took them off, and this is the, like, you've got packs of spider web with little spiders. There is a hole in this, so what I did is I just popped a spider there, and I popped another little spider there. This spider web fabric I have had for absolutely donkey's years, and it was just enough. This is just a purple, like tone on tone. It looks a bit batiky, but it's not a batik. And this obviously has got black wadding underneath it. I just had enough that I found in my wadding box. But look, I am just so pleased, and I can't wait now to put it up. I will say, I'm just so happy with the way that has come out. I really am. Right then, now I will go into the whip, because not last night, but the night before, so it'll be Saturday, because I'd finished my Halloween one on Saturday, And I was looking through this book. Now, when this came out, hit the UK last year, I think it was, yeah. The Patchwork Rabbit got it in, and well, it's just got everything in it that I love. It's a Blackbird Designs, and it's autumn, so you know what I mean, it's a win-win. So this is the Winds of Autumn by Blackbird Designs, and there's 12 projects in this book, and there's some new and there's some that they've redone. And I've always had my eye on doing the here it is, so you don't see the what's the name, I hate folding books, sorry, the drum, because I thought, well, I haven't and never done a drum before, so I thought, right, I will give this a go. So I went through my stash, and I found a piece of Ada which I brought from the charity shop last year when they were open, and it's a 16 count. I went through my threads. The only DMC I actually had was the 930. So I thought, right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through me overdyed and just make it up as I go along. So for mine, I have used Classic Colourworks on everything, and I've used the Tennessee Red Clam Clay, Red Currant, Hickory Sticks, I use that a lot, Pebble Beach, and Ye Old Gold. This one was hard to get hold of when I needed it for another project. So as you see in their version, as I said, I have changed everything apart from the blue. Let me see if right, here you go, that might be a better one. That is, so there's the blue bits there and there, and I have done mine, I've done like the red house and so on. So let me show you what I've got done, and this is only in a couple of days, so I reckon this could be finished today or tomorrow. Then fingers crossed, by next Monday I might have my very first drum. Then I'm hoping to do a strawberry. I've never made a strawberry before, and I'd like to do one of those. But that's my version. So there's my little house. There's all the little blue bits that I have added, changed some of the colours. Oh, no, I haven't. All the blues are supposed to be the blues. That's it. I have got this in the old gold, this in the old gold. Even though they're different, they're facing together. This is the Pebble. Is it the Pebble? Yep, the Pebble Beach. The bit across the bottom here and the words I'm going to do in the Hickory Sticks, I thought. So on my version, it's this piece here, and I will do 2021. Sorry, not words, numbers. 2021 rather than 2020. And that'll be done in the Hickory Sticks. The top bit across here, so all I've got left to do actually is the bottom bit, the numbers, which is against here, sorry, and then the bit at the top. The bit at the top is actually done in two colours. Yeah, so, and I've left my working version downstairs, and I'm thinking I'm going to be using the Pebble and Ye Old Gold or something like that. I'll see what it looks like when I've actually got everything on there, and see what colours I need for the top piece. And then it's finished. And then what I'm planning on doing is, rather than using the Ada for the top and the bottom, I'm going to use a piece of fabric that will match for the bottom. And probably I'll see if I've got a little bit of wool felt big enough for it. They do actually say in the pattern, I will say, to use an 18 or a 36, where are we, 36 count straw is what they call it. But as I say, I've got the 16 count Ada, and they have said here cross stitch with 1 strand of floss over 2 linen, where you obviously with Ada I've just done 2 over 2, like, you know, 2 strands over the normal hole. Also they do have, which I can't show you on the pattern, these bits here. Actually, I'll show you on my working piece. These bits here and here, no, yeah, and these bits here are all supposed to be what they call where is it, what do they call it? eyelet stitch, where obviously with Ada that would have been just a bit too. So all I've done is where they've got 4 crosses to mark the eyelet, and I've just done 4 little cross stitches. So I make it all cross stitch, so it's just, it will all work together hopefully. And then I'm thinking afterwards, as I say, because I'd love to do a strawberry, and out of here as well they've got a strawberry, or I might see if I can find one online. If not, they've got this strawberry, but yeah, I'll see. But I'm definitely enjoying this. It's really addictive to do, actually, a little piece. And I have that downstairs with my frame, and it's standing up to, you know, standing towards me and so on. Now that's all the cross stitch. Well, I was to say all the cross stitch. I've been quite busy because the actual Halloween piece wasn't even finished last week, and now it's fully finished. As you know, last week I was hyper excited because I got my hands on one of these from the Stitchery at Dorset. From Dorset, I should say. £25.50 postage free. Well exciting. I am going to be making the whole quilt. I'm going to be making so many of the 12-inch blocks to make it really a double quilt, maybe a king size. You have to excuse the light, but it's come out sunny now. Is it still snowing? Can't see. But yeah, hopefully I'll be okay. Right then, so I have been onto a website which I've ordered from before and got some cream fabric. Hold on a second, let me shut up this curtain. That's better. It's clear. Because as I said last week, Laurie, bless her heart, she likes her bright colours because it's the vintage style, and she uses a white fabric, a white tone on tone. What I'm doing is I'm going to be using a plain cream background, and then all my blocks, the actual pictures in the blocks, are going to be all, you know, they're not going to be as bright as Laurie Holt's, I will say, because I'm more tonal in my quilting. So I'm going to, you know, just tone them down a little bit. But I thought, while I'm waiting for these fabrics to arrive, fingers crossed they might come tomorrow, because obviously we haven't had any post over the Easter weekend. But I thought, well, what I'll do is I will make a block up with the fabrics that I have and just see the way that she works the blocks. It's amazing. I tell you what, that lady is one clever person. Wow. Her maths, the way she works out these blocks, are absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to say that. Oh, well, I got this block done, and I just can't wait for my fabrics to come so I can start the quilt. Now, as I said last week, what I'm going to do is, because obviously I make for my shop, I am going to be trying to get pop in 2 to 3 blocks a week, and then they'll all go together and so on. But oh my gosh, I was like, I haven't had this excitement over a quilt block or a quilt since I tried Eleanor Burns. Now Eleanor Burns is another one that's clever with her maths and the way she put the blocks together. Right, so you see this block here, the cherry. I thought, wow, I'm going to give it a go. And look, I just love it. Obviously it won't be used in my quilt because of the it'll be different cream, so I'll make this into something. I'll have to. Actually, I could make it into a little wall hanging to put on my door or something, or a cushion, just something. But it's not going to sit as an idle block, no way. But yeah, I am just so excited. And as I say, the way she works her blocks, it's just so clever. So now the hard part actually is going to be what block to pick next, to be honest. It's because they're all just so exciting. And the one good thing about this book is it actually is bound, ring bound. So when you're working on your block, you know, you can have it out like that. Also at the back of the book, which I am so impressed with, that's kind of the kind of quilt that I'm going to be going for. There is even different, you know, more, look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is just stunning. But you know what I mean, I'm hoping also to get a couple of wall hangings done so they can be hung up. I'd also love to do some table runners for the middle of my dining room table downstairs. You know, there's just so much that I would love to make. It is just unbelievable. And obviously there's going to be some sheet blocks, because there's got to be some sheet blocks, isn't there? So, and obviously the houses, because I love the houses. And also, I have had a look on her blog. If you Google Laurie Holt free quilt patterns, on her blog she actually has some, and there is a schoolhouse, and I'd love to put in the schoolhouse block as well. And apparently I've heard, oh, what's her name, a lovely YouTuber. Well, actually she's a floss tuber, because she cross stitches as well as, and she does a quilting one separate. Oh dear, I'll have to see if I can find her, and if I do, I'll put her name here, because I only watched her yesterday, so she'll be in my thingamajigs. And I will, because she's just made the schoolhouse block, and apparently, according to her, because she is friends with Laurie, she has said that she is also doing a tutorial on the schoolhouse block. But the schoolhouse block is absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I just love this book. Absolutely love it. I cannot fault it in any way. The only thing I will say is there is a farmhouse, a Farm Girl Vintage 2, which has got more animals in it. So we all know what I'm going to be keeping my eye out for now. Because I thought I'd mix the two together and add some animals, because there is some blocks here that I want to make, obviously. But I would like to add the animals in. So there's a pig in the other one, and a cow, and a tractor, and all stuff like that. So I am definitely, hopefully, going to be looking out for that one. So when I do get it, obviously I'm going to be showing that one as well. But my gosh, an amazing book. I cannot praise it anymore. But look at that. In the book, you actually get all the instructions to make a 12-inch block, which is this, or a 6-inch block, so they can go half the size. The good thing, I don't know if I can show you without giving away too much information. That's the problem. Let's see if I can cover that up and show a little bit, so you don't see what one it is. See, at the top she gives all the, for this one for instance, as background, you get A, B, C, and you get all of them that you cut for your 6-inch block, and how many you, and what sizes you cut for your 12. Then you get D, which is a part of the block. Then you get E, which is the main part of the block, and you get exactly how many to cut, what measurements. And as she goes through the instructions, she actually says, now this section should message blah blah. Do you know what I mean? It is just, she's so clever, so clever. And I would say, even if you haven't been quilting for long, this will hold your hand. Definitely hold your hand, and you'll have an amazing quilt at the end of it. Okay then, as you can see, I am excited about the quilt book. Righty ho then. Right, so we're over half an hour now, so I am going to love you and leave you all. I'm going to go back downstairs and have a lovely cup of tea, and watch some more movies on the TV, and probably have some more of my egg. What is the time? It's nearly up as 10, so it ain't that early. I don't normally have chocolate that time in the morning. And I am going to love you and leave you, and say to everybody, hope you're all well, all safe. Please take care. I'll be back next Monday as always, and I will hopefully have some more of these blocks made, because fingers crossed my fabrics are going to turn up. And with the fabric that I've actually ordered, I've ordered a couple for some dresses, so I'm going to tell you all where I get the fabric from and everything. So you never know, I might have a dress made, but I have got a lot of other stuff to do as well. Okay then, right, so I'm going to love you and leave you all. So I'm going to say take care, stay safe, happy crafting, bye.